All right, folks. So I've been on YouTube a little bit today. I had to take a break from YouTube. I had to go down and do a couple things at my little brother's. But I went back on YouTube, checked out a couple channels, been looking on YouTube, watching stuff on the Idaho Force. So there's a new FBI agent. This is the second FBI agent, ex-FBI agent, that's come forward. I think there's been a couple other ones that's come out and spoke on the case. And he does make some good points. There's, I don't know. Let's just look at this real quick. It was on Newsmax, I think it is. Good channel. Yeah. So let's check this out real quick. Make sure you sub to this channel. It's Newsmax. Uh-oh, that's Jonathan Galen. Oh, he's ex-military. Yeah. All right, let me stop it right here and talk so I don't get struck or anything. Folks, make sure you subscribe to Newsmax. There's a photo of the front door. Everyone was, oh, the locks were changed, regular locks. The front door don't have a lock on it. And, well, there's the front door. There is the keypad. You can see clear as day. It is a coded key lock. If you don't know the code, you ain't getting in, right? Unless it's broke or something. But, I don't think there's a key to put in there. So that bunks all the questions that the locks were changed, right? They might have been regular locks, but a week before the murder, somebody changed the codes maybe or fixed the locks. So there we go. Now let's get back into this real quick. Oh, wow. All right. Let's talk about that real quick. This FBI agent, which is also ex-military, okay? He's saying that the father, Gonz, I thought they were his. I thought it was Gonzalez they were saying, but it ain't. It's Conguala, or I'm not sure. But he's saying that he said certain things that weren't released by the police yet. And here's the thing. Oh man, this is big, because if the police didn't know actually what happened yet, meaning if the police never told him that they were in the same bed, and the way it went down, and he knows it all. That's ooh, ee. Let me check my let me check my chat real quick. Well, good. There ain't nobody watching me anyways, right? So that's not good. Let's go on a little bit more. Wow. All right. Well, there you go. That's what he thinks. There's a little more of that video or interview, but yeah, this is the kind of case that makes you get a hold of the mother of your kids to make sure your kids are good. And I did that today. Uh, and folks, if you're not around children all the time and you might be separated, whatever it may be, please contact your family. Always check up on it, even though things might be bad or whatever the situation. Uh, always uh, check up on your family. And I did that myself today just to make sure the kids are all okay. So, yeah, uh, this is this is tough. He seemed to be acting suspicious. I've noticed that, but it could be because he just lost a family member. But here's the thing: the other families are grieving, and which is rightfully right. What would I be doing? I wouldn't be on the internet. I would probably be a wreck. Me myself, I would be mourning, probably crying, sick to my stomach if this was a family member of mine. And they should be mourning. My opinion, who am I to tell anyone what to do? Everybody mourns differently. Everybody has their own mind and way of thinking. So, me, myself, I would be phew, devastated. And my heart goes out to the family and the father, but they always do look at the father, the family, the mothers, the family condition. So it's typical that he's not guilty, till proven guilty, till there's the evidence stacks up. But it's going to be hard to find evidence, being that all the family members have probably even been to that house to visit their kids or whatever. Uh, excuse me. So there's going to be a DNA uh, from all kinds of people there. This is, oof, I do agree with the FBI agents. I know what they're saying. You know, uh, he might know stuff that the police were like, uh, we didn't want you to know that, or how did you know that? When the police didn't know that, maybe they didn't release anything on it, a report or anything, but yet he knew they were in the same bed, whatever. Maybe I don't know, or they told him and he leaked it when they didn't want him to leak it. You know, yeah, something's going on. But in the court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty, and it's normal that people would think, well, something's fishy with the family. You know, why do we see that? It's mentally. I think we've seen so much abuse on YouTube and in these cases that automatically we We all make mistakes, folks, when it comes to these cases. So yeah, it's rough. It's We're not even investigators. We're couch potato YouTube creators and sleuths and investigators or channel watchers or whatever you want to call us. Idiots, really, because we have no proof of nothing. We don't have the evidence. The government does, the authorities. We don't have crime scene photos. We don't have DNA. We don't have photographs of footprints, smudge marks. We're going off of what somebody put on YouTube and says this is the crime scene, or this is what happened. We don't know if it's true until the authorities come out and say this is what happened and this is the proof that they have. So let's watch a little bit more of this real quick because I'm interested to see what they think. Oh, yeah. There's the hook right there. Is the police might have never even gave that information out, and he knew it before them, or uh, they did give him that information and he leaked it, and they didn't want him to leak it. And yeah, could be something like that. But he makes a good point. The police never came out and did jeez, wow, a report out on it until recently, and he was the only one that was saying that. That's true. Uh, he's still innocent till proven guilty, and probably don't have nothing to do with it or any. I mean, we don't know. There we go. But we don't know. We don't know the history of the family, that house, the people that lived in that house. We don't know what they did behind closed doors or in their personal lives. Um, we don't know. I did see photos inside the house and zoomed in, and you can see blood on the cabinets, but you can also see a lot of stuff on the table. It looked like some mixing bowls, maybe cake batter in it, a McDonald's coffee or a bag or a shake, chocolate shake or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things that people question. And they have the right to. You know, everyone's questioning everything. It's only right. You know, like I said, there's, I don't know. I don't know. But folks, call your kids, make sure, check up on them. Yeah, I mean, this stuff's creepy. I even contacted mine today. Is everything all right out there? Kids okay? Everybody okay? Yeah, everybody's good. Thank God. And hey, you people out there that are in love, and if things go bad, walk away, take a break. It might be a 6 month break, it might be a 10-year break, it might be a 20-year break, but take a break from things and walk away. Don't end up like these fools where they end up killing each other. Love will drive a man and a woman nuts, you know. So be safe. Keep an eye on your kids. Call them. It'll be interesting to see what else they got to say. That's like the second or third FBI agent that's come out and said something ain't right. Never. I haven't seen anyone come up with the theory that that killer might have been at that food truck. He might have walked up, and people think, man, it couldn't have been him. He got his food and walked away. But he did talk to the two guys that are suspects in the case, Hoodie Guy and Big Joe, Big Joe Shamoli. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, there was one other guy that went up there. There was a couple guys I was looking at in the food truck video. There was a guy that right before they got their food that comes walking up from the side of the truck, pops out on their side, walks up, walks around to the back corner where it's kind of dark, and turns back around and looks the way of the girls. And then he walks back over, and there's a shorter person sitting back there. There was probably two or three guys that were standing along the wall, and you couldn't even see who they were. You could see a shadow of them, but they were tucked in the dark, and all you could see was their gym shoes. So there was three or four guys standing back there in the dark, shaded area, leaning up against the buildings in that cubbyhole. So, but let's check out the last of this video. Yeah, folks, make sure you sub to this channel, News Max. Good channel. All right, so there you go. That's another government, ex government person coming forward and saying that something ain't adding up. And I agree. It seems kind of fishy, but they are innocent until proven guilty. So, and take everything you hear on YouTube with a grain of salt, because people do lie, cheat, steal, track, all kinds of stuff. World's gone nuts. There was another point that I wanted to bring up, but it has slipped my mind. You know, we do make a lot of scenarios, assumptions, theories on these cases, and we really shouldn't be judging anybody. Excuse me. We really shouldn't be judging anybody. We shouldn't be making up lies or whatever. We don't know the proof. We don't have the proof. You know, we only go on what they let us know on social media. We got people out there lying, cheating, just to make money or make a name for themselves. You know, it is horrible. Maybe I'll get out of the crime channel business, retreat back to the peaceful playing guitar and movie stuff. It's a guessing game in the crime community. You know, some channels, some channels are real good, but it just watching it 24/7 will change your life. It'll wreck your life. It'll to all the death, the drama, the missing family members. Whew. It's not good psychology wise. Then again, who ain't lost their marbles once or twice in this world? Do I personally think it was the father? No, but I've been wrong in cases. You know, if it is the father, it's horrible, just horrible. This whole thing with at the vigil, cracking jokes and supposedly what they were saying, I don't know. Hopefully, we can go back to being normal soon. The girls were drunk. At least one of them appeared to be very drunk. I think Maddie at the food truck. You know, I don't know. Now, the front door has something to do with it. Why? because there was red tape on the front door. There wouldn't be no red tape on the front door if they weren't interested in the front door some way, whether it be a handprint, blood. So for some reason, there's red tape on that front door. Can anyone explain that to me? Is it possible he went in and came out that front door and staged it to look differently? We don't know. You think there'd be blood prints coming out of there at least? Footprints or something. Ooh, that's just horrible. It's horrible. It really is horrible. I don't know. Call me an idiot, whatever. Could he have went in through the back and went out the front? Went in through the sliding glass windows and went out the front, or came in the front and went out the back, made a circle. He came in the front, went out the back, and walked right back to wherever he was. Maybe a car waiting. Maybe someone's home and they had no clue what was going on. Maybe they were already in the house waiting for them to get home. Is that possible? That's possible. If the door was open, he could have walked in. He could have scoped out an area to sit and wait. That maybe he wasn't seen. And then once the girls started passed out and went to sleep, he attacked. Maybe. That's what I don't like about true crime or these crimes anymore, is your mind goes nuts of what it could be, what could have happened. You get inside the mind of a killer. It's almost like I don't want this, Lord. This is madness. You know, how could these people be thinking like that? You know, but it happens every second, every day. I don't know. Why, we're seeing only one family on there on social media. The rest, I think, are mourning. The Bible says you have what, 30 days or 40 days to mourn. Then after that, you're supposed to get on with life. But does the mourning ever stop when a loved one is involved? So I imagine the other families are mourning. They just lost their children. But I could see what this police officer or this ex-FBI agent, he's not the only one, saying that he might know stuff that the police didn't want him to say, or he might have knew stuff that wasn't even released before the police. I don't know. Or was there a leak in the case? We don't know. Maybe he was the leaker. I don't know. Yes, line of sight. Bendejo, line of sight. I did say that, and they are looking at that. And it might look like maybe that's the case. Woo-hoo-hoo, Jackie Blue. Maybe old Jackie was keeping an eye on things all along. We're not sure. They're all innocent until proven guilty, right? But everyone's looking at Jack at it. Could it be Jack? It could be. It could be someone we're not looking at. It could be someone that was at the food truck, followed him. It could be one of them people lurking in the dark cubby hole, leaning up against the wall of them stores that you can't see in the video. You can only see a shadow moving around, and you can see shoes at the bottom of the darkness. Maybe they were being stalked on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, or whatever apps they had. Like I said, they might have been talking to somebody, and someone might have hacked their phone, and they thought they were talking to maybe Jack, but they were actually talking to the killer. Maybe that's technology. Technology has become that good where these people can take over your whole computer. That has not been confirmed that Jack has left the United States. Repeat, that has not been confirmed that Jack has left the United States and gone to Africa and now belongs to some tribe in the jungle. That's not been confirmed. There's been a lot of people saying that, but that's not been confirmed by the police. So, you know, that's what I don't like about. I love the people in crime communities. The people and the channels are great. But now I understand what some of the other creators are saying about true crime is we don't have the proof. We're making all these assumptions, all these theories. And sometimes we're wrong. A lot of times we're wrong. But sometimes we act like we're looking at the DNA and the crime scene photos right in front of us. But all we are looking at is what they give us on internet. So if they're pumping out false information, our brains are sucking it in and believing that it's true. Now I understand what people been saying. Some of these YouTube creators in the crime community don't understand. They think it's normal. It is normal to have your own opinion about the case. But we really don't know anything, do we? Because we're not professionals and we don't have the evidence in front of our face. If this happened to me and my family, I would let the investigators do their job and I wouldn't talk about it at all on the internet. If the government said, keep your mouth quiet until we tell you it's okay to talk, after they told me that, then I would be on the internet, madder than heck, and yelling and screaming just like the father is now. But usually in a crime case, and it's pretty early to find out, unless they got stone cold proof, and they might already, of who it is. Uh, but I would listen to what the police and the FBI and I imagine if old Jack's family is involved in politics, well, boys, I imagine Homeland Security and the FBI will be looking into this case. my opinion, and I hope I don't upset any government branches by saying that, but it's the truth. If it's anything to do with politics or uh, attorney generals, uh, you could bet your butt that Homeland and FBI will be looking into it. No, I ain't gonna be. I'm not getting frustrated. I understand what some of these other channels are saying though, but also they know what sells and gets subs and views. That's why they do it, because it does get you views and subs. It gets your name out there. People hate you, and publicity is hate is publicity. We got a storm coming pretty soon. Oh God. Well, my condolences to the families, the friends that lost a friend. It's heartbreaking. Folks, if you have children, call and check on them. If you're not with them, at least call and check and make sure call the mother and make sure, or call the father and make sure that the kids are okay. And it's tough. It'll make you think. It really does. We all make mistakes. We're all idiots. We all drank, went to bars, did crazy stuff. But things change. People change. Lives change. Uh, so there you go. I'll be back if there's any old or new info I can tell on it. And what time is it? It's 8:30. It's only 8:30. I'm tired, so maybe I'll get some sleep tonight. I think we got storms coming here either tonight or tomorrow. So just be safe. That's all I could say. And laws are going to be changing. A lot of stuff's going to be changing. And I feel for you people out there that couldn't be with your children and the situations that occurred. It's best that you walked away. And some people are grateful for that. As long as the kids are okay. And if it's in a bad situation and things ain't going good, whether it be the mother or the father, it might be both. Take a break, walk away. You're still the father or the mother of them kids. Nobody can change that. Uh, but walk away if you can to save your sanity and possibly your life. You know. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. One of my best trolls in my chat tonight. One of my best trolls, and he troll in other channels. The great Bendejo. I'm waiting for Raphael to pop up and his sidekick Johnny's military service. And Pedro Williams. So you folks have a great holiday. Be safe. I'll be back later. And yeah, it's sad. And once again, my condolences to all the family out there involved in the Idaho 4 and the little Ethan or Ethana, the little girl from Texas. They just had the viewing or whatever, a big thing on YouTube, a gathering for life or something for her. And Mikey Vaughn. Don't forget about little Mikey Vaughn in that case, and Summer Wells. Yeah. Have a good night. Be safe. And it is interesting to hear what the FBI thinks. And yeah. And folks, if you're in the crime community and you need a break, take a break. It could be very stressful. Excuse me. And that's no joke. Very stressful. Have a good night.